She does do a lot of giveaways and stuff too.
You know, when I used to watch the Dignitas female team play, she'd send me the IPs. I would just watch their matches on GoTV because they were organized and it was good. Sapphire's awesome. But anyway, I think Cadian is like the personification of the hard grind in Counter-Strike. We'll see if it continues in this particular match. So far, so good for Heroic. 5 versus 2 in the pistol round in the first half of the first map of this series. CZ75 on Storm. Give him 1 kill. Acor's got that extra range with the P250. Frozen with the Glock now down to 1 HP. But maybe he can do something. The bomb hasn't been spotted on him, of course, because it's carried by Acor. And now dropped by Cadian, leaving Frozen with a lot to do and not much to do it. This would be such a low percentage clutch. 1 HP, 1 versus 4 in a pistol with a Glock. You can see him trying to show his gun there to bait some shots. He'll take 1 out, but the trade was almost inevitable, all but inevitable, and indeed, Heroic will take the pistol.
Deagles and just a scout. Half armor on Acor. This is a good spot from a Kerrigan. 5 on 3. No nades have been done. It's from the opening of Acor here. Nice little scout shot on Borup. See if they can finalize here.
This is very dangerous. Oh, it's getting a lot worse too. It's not looking like they're going to have a good time with this. Getting overwhelmed on the site now. Just Nico remaining, and there are many man to contend with here all around him. Just toying with him at this point. I think Frozen could have knifed him if he wanted, but there we go. Carrying will close it down, and
there's no one in main. However, he's got eyes on it from Pop Dog, so he knows it hasn't been compromised. The creep continues to quietly switch weapons, but Storm can't get into position in time. They didn't see the weapon switch though, so Nico is position unknown. Trigger discipline looking for 2. There's 1. A very nice second headshot. We've got Frozen here as well. It's going to get even worse for them. Still not good though. 2 on 3. Frozen elevating to looking to connect up. And he lives in regret, or dies in regret rather. That leaves Rops alone now.
Double buying. Have a half buy here as well. Just Eagle half armor. That they're able to win this is going to be amazing for them on that CT side. Because look at their money now. They have upgrades as well. 3 weapons on the board that they just picked up. On this map is really difficult. There's not a lot of openings. Obviously, CTs as well just keep smoking it down to 30 seconds left on the clock now. Forced to make a move, and Robs, that's a nice entry though. Makes it a 4 on 4. We actually have a round on our hands now. As I say,
no.
Nice little double. Good spot as well in E-box.
That was an outrageous entry from Robs, maybe feeling like it was it had to be done, and Robs is entertaining as he's running the clock down for them, entertaining while Cadian drops off the last 2.
I think that's something that's Valorant is actually helping with, providing like an extra sort of marketplace for those people, so that those players still have a place to go to become professionals with these skill sets.
I can't believe they're already down on bomb side here. Robs is just going absolutely mental. Gets to 2. Bomb goes down though, but Kerrigan is still an upper. Did he just walk down lower? Like literally just 1 pop flash and then that was it? Welcome in.
I think Robs is on bar assault today. That's my conclusion from what I've seen so far.
Oh.
He's currently in connector as both CTs have traded positions with the Ts, looking to enter the site now. Tesses and Cadian. Cadian coming in from the back as Tesses looks to show some presence. Cadian needs to watch Tess's back though. Advantage in. There's a nice landing of a shot from Cadian. Molly, Rops has to be careful though. He's very low on health, looking for the elevated position. Ooh. 1 tap from Cadian as Rops was low.
And we see, look at Heroic, right? It's Borup. He's so aggressive in T-Con. This is very default, but you know, Kerrigan going down here again is why he's playing so defensive.
Imagine if there were 2 HEs there, man. I was talking about this earlier on. We even showed a video of it. I think it was originally made by God B to have that molly on the outside, force a CT forward and have 1 or 2 HEs down the ladder for the guaranteed kill. Mousesports trying to make this round viable. 3 on 3 at present, but the snipers are going to be up close and Acor with a quick scope. We'll take down Storm.
Really great recovery so far for Mousesports if you consider how the start went there. Tessus nailing 1 in ladder, but here we go. Kerrigan gets a backstab, and that might really just put Tessus at too much of a disadvantage. He'll creep out from Pop using the smoke. But they have a great sense as to his position, and although Carrigan goes down, now Tess is out in the open, and Bimus will find him.
On that occasion, the previous round he was forced forward, but wanting to repeat his behavior, he'll change his timing. Indeed, the time is starting to run low. Nice flick from Cadian. Landing his shots today. Borup having to dance around, he smokes towards Ivy. Cadian coming in for support, though he can't see much. 35 seconds on the clock. The bomb is bringing in an Ivy at the moment, and the support's just been taken out. Well, Frozen gone, and Acor may not survive this.
It's a rough spot to be in if you're Mousesports. It's the same kind of problem that they're having, that they're not having a chance to kind of go outside and fight a little bit. Round's still not over, but it's 15 seconds left. Acor being very low here. Yeah, I was going to say, there should be a call for a save. But yeah, Heroic, there's no reason for them as well to kind of not keep doing what they're doing, playing this aggressive. They're very fast on the rotates inner as well, playing the 4 members, 1 in ladder room.
It is what it is.
They've been having so many problems with this. I mean, at least they're in a better state now than they were before. Nice. Oh my god, nice aggressive play from Nico. They go again. We can see, man, Heroic.
Obviously, both is great, but you usually force a rotation from one of those positions if you win one of those positions. So we'll see a faster approach outside. So looking like they're trying to make something happen, but it's not going to be met with any positive results. Not just yet, at least. 2 players going down for Mousesports, and they've lost forward positions. So they've lost a lot and gained nothing for it.
Oh, yeah. That's worse.
Yeah, and same thing there. We kind of talk about timing and in the sense of like when do CTs rotate back so they have 2 guys in there, and you kind of do it after the first T smokes kind of fade that you throw outside, and that timing wasn't met. And obviously that's on purpose on Mousesports, but we see there again with Heroic playing 4 guys outside. It's just a straight brick wall for Mousesports. And then here as well, very late on the ladder take as well, right? Only being 2 members alive, and Nico still has a smoke, so.
And they do have a deep position with Acor there on Ivy. So they've got that Ivy control. This is some of the stuff I've been talking about here. You need to win some position, and Acor's able to capitalize, peeling off an additional player away from Heroic. Heroic are in definitely hot water at the moment, but time is starting to play against Mousesports. They've got to speed things up. They've only got 20 seconds for a plant, and now they start to approach from team main, and the entry kill is there, but Storm could still ruin their chances.
Very nice smoke off the ladder from Carrigan. There will be a boost. Trying to find it well timed. Carrigan stands up. Will he be spotted by Storm? He will. A tag, but he's alive for now. The HP grenade goes in the wrong direction, but Borup can do what he can. Traded by Bemis, leaving Storm alone. 1v2. Very tough spot for him. He has a defuse kit. Got to be careful about his barrel concealing his position. Has no idea where to look. See how he's swinging around, trying to cover everything as best as possible. He's made some footsteps down. He needs to draw out one of these players. There's a grenade burst from Bemis. He eats a flashbang, and there's a little burst. He's run out of bullets. That will mean a peak. And 4 rounds for Mousesports at half-time. Is it too little, too late? We'll find out.
And we're looking to fight here if you're Mousesports. It's not going to be any flashbang retakes or anything like that. Like, we're looking for headshots, and that's a good start from Frozen.
Oh, it's a huge start. Getting to pick up 1 player on the entry. Beautiful stuff. And Robs is on the bomb train too, and they aren't able to deal with him. Frozen still doing damage. Eventually, Robs goes down to be able to get the bomb planted, but it's going to be tough for Kane to even pull his gun out. No bullets remaining. Has to go for the reload. Somehow still alive, but that's been taken care of.
Man.
So
what a nice round by Frozen. That's a 4 kill from him.
T side looks better from Heroic.
They're being choked out, to your point, Dan, right? Like, they have to take control somewhere, and they're being completely choked out here, Mousesports. Like, they're forced to back up more and more towards the bomb side and ladder room, which means that Heroic is getting map control.
They've used pretty much all their utility as well, and these forward positions are starting to pay off as fights are forced. Acor looking to try to create some kind of recovery. It's a great frag. He does have good anticipation. Even gets a dink on Tessus, but importantly, Tessus still lives. 4 versus 2 in favor of Heroic. Rops and Frozen need to be able to find at least a kill here before they being Heroic, get that bomb planted. Is somebody going to misread the pace and overstep, and we can punish it?
Oh, this is such a cheeky fake, because he's just running, right? And he has the 1 smoke left, and he wasted inside to just fake. But I think Frozen here, as we pointed out, by Borup getting that kill, actually, that might be the round win for him. But I was going to say, Frozen, I feel like, actually knew what was happening.
Oh, there's 10 seconds on the clock. What the hell?
He wins that. Oh no! I can't believe that happened. You didn't need to do the fake there, the Heroic did. Like, the one smoke you have left, you want to use that to get the bomb down somewhere else. You had good positioning, but you used it instead to fake.
Not too late for him to turn it around though. 5 for 11 at present. Starting with 4 players on this A bomb site are Mousesports. Be very aggressive. Hops towards the B bomb site. Rob's caught in the smoke now. What does Nico choose to do? Got 2 players towards Ivy who were delayed by a Molotov earlier on.
Perhaps all of their utility just to get a site. And with that said, there's a lot of counter utility for Mousesports and not much time on the clock. So Mousesports are in a great position right now to defend this round. And you can see the desperation coming in. Heroic have to force the issue through the choke points, all of which are held. Frozen keeps fragging, and now the rest of his teammates are starting to get on the board as well. And
maybe not a rush, but they wanted to be quick by the time that they actually pulled off the execute. But they lost a member already, so 4 on 5. They're down on bomb site though. Haven't really spotted drops yet though. And here we go. Yep, looking to be another good hold from Mousesports. As I say that, Beamos doesn't get that kill on Staben.
Down he goes. 3 players alive for Mousesports.
And they do a setup. Yeah, I was going to say, they do look at exactly what I was talking about, like the setup that they actually force themselves into, but they do have a very quick round. So Mousesports, all 4 members still here on the outside. But it's a full-blown chaos. 3 on 2 now, down to favor of Mousesports.
Has a noble pre-fire attempt onto A-Core, but he was ready for it. Down to a 2 on 2 now. Borup managing to catch A-Core from Sandwich. Revenge is had. And that leaves Robson on 1 versus 2 with the AWP. Not sure where he is just yet, though. Having a look in that angle towards Olaf. Borup has to be real careful. Tagged, legged. Cadian doesn't have the angle for an instant trade. He hears Robs rotate, though, towards that A-bomb site. He knows he's tagged Borup. The pistol is out. Jumping off at the right time to start. That sound cue surely heard, but Cadian with the deagle from Old Bomb will put Heroic back in the lead.
That T-main position is always really important for the TT side. So much info. And here comes the push. I think Mousesports know well and truly what's going on at this point. Nice defensive kill from Robs. That is huge. Even though he goes down, thinning out the numbers early on can be helpful. And does slow the approach for Heroic. And Frozen's timing on this flank is going to be immaculate here. As he comes in, there's Cadian, has absolutely no idea. Another freebie is offered up to Frozen, leaving Tessus and Storm alone in this one. And they are isolated away from one another. And their chances are looking quite desperate here. Storm able to get Frozen at least. He's still alive, still looking for ways to save this, but it's really not all that much for him to do.
Talk about just the economy on the CT side, and they still have a lot of money left in their bank, so uphill battle from Heroic, but it's a good start here nonetheless. Another fast round.
With the fast death for Tessus. Early 5v4 for Mousesports. Good control of the A-bomb site despite the smoke grenades, but reinforcements are coming for Heroic, and they're going just as quickly with A-Core dropping Borup. Down he goes in the hands of Nico, the opening kill for Heroic. They've got a lot of work to be done here. Carrigan in the smoke will make things even worse, bringing over towards Cadian. Stereo frags. Nico and Cadian going down, and things are getting more difficult for Heroic, as we can see. Minutes on the clock in the 4v4. Tessus still above B. Just the AK, no grenades for him, and there's a fact-finding mission, but I was going to say it's poorly timed, but Frozen has the angle and Robs delivers as well. Things go from bad to worse for Heroic. Indeed, looked like a lock-in for this map in the first half, but it seems to be slipping away from them. Does he dare go through the smoke? What other options are there? Maybe to save for the next round?
Yeah, you save here, I think. I do think that they're probably going to be going for it, but this is a very risky situation. We know that Mousesports have 2 guys in there. And that's a shutdown. Yeah, I think Mousesports just playing a very good CT side right now.
When you're mid default, Mousesports are set up so nicely here. Aggressive take outside. That's going to be the call here for Heroic. Storm able to trade onto Bemis, and they're getting some ground. This is looking better here now for Heroic.
Yeah, it really is. They've got a man advantage for the time being, but when these smokes go, maybe variants will start. And there's Carrigan with a 2K, switches out for another weapon. Robs comes through as well as A-Core. And just like that, things change dramatically, and Mousesports turn it around in just a few seconds.
It does opt for the map not to be as stale, maybe. But maybe you could make the argument of like maybe you do that change of a map maybe like 1 or 2 years down the line. Pistol round is live though. Heroic starting on that T side. It's a fast round rush towards the B bomb side. Good hold so far. But it's not over yet. As I say that though, makes it a 4-on-2. Smokes down though. It's Cadian and Stavin alive. And they both go down. Mousesports continue their CT dominance on Vertigo Hero first round. Weird. Normally you fight for it. You leave at least one member there and you can go back in mid and B and stuff like that and do fakes. But nicely done from Mousesports. Being a very aggressive.
That is an incredibly cheeky frag from Rops. And let's not forget how he started on Train. Despite it being a tough T side early on, there were some sparks of brilliance and rabid aggression. Chain of pop flashes, bomb spotted and swatted. Down it goes. Previously in the hands of Borup. Tessus and Storm remain. There's a flank from Carrigan as well. Got a great sense for the game, Carrigan. A lot of them very close to $0 before this round ends. Off angle from Carrigan, not holding the tight corner, but just off to the side.
Heroic has been fighting a lot on A, and normally the tendency there is that you're expecting CTs to play maybe 3 towards A, but the setup here from Mousesports is that they are a little bit closer to mid. We have Rops in CT spawn here as well, so they are contesting this. 3-on-3 though. B bomb site is the one that they want.
There's enough of the steel girder to allow BMS to throw that smoke and peek afterwards, but won't get what he was looking for. Borup and Frozen remain now. Frozen elevated in that mid position. No grenades left for Borup. Quick peek though, spots Frozen. Can't quite land a fatal connection, however.
I think it's always exciting to see nice crossfires and executes. This is a nice little execute from Heroic down the B bomb side. It is a half buy. Deagles and nades. As I say though, the BMS is just okay.
That line he was holding through the fight was so important to shred the numbers as they swung, tried to trade frag, ran straight into the bullets. Position which Frozen is pushing right now. There's some pop flashes as well to allow the T side to swing. There'll be flashes now as the bomb site is lost. Heroic may have a chance to get their first round on the board after 7 failed attempts. Man advantage as the bomb gets planted. In terms of retaking to the T, we've got a Molotov and a flashbang for Mousesports, so it will be quite difficult. All too often we see the smokes up and plenty of spray. Cadian and Storm are very low, excuse me. Now 10 HP now pushing forward. Point of no return. The trades will be to Heroic's advantage as Cadian looks for a flick. Pulls away now, changes his angle. Acor's elevated, but not for long. Down he goes, leaving Rops in a 1 versus 3, trying to invite players. It's going to be an expensive round, and he could do with saving this AWP, but I'm not sure if he can get far away enough. He can't, because Borup will secure the first round for Heroic with a kill.
I feel like Mousesports in that sense have been pulled in 2 different directions in terms of their options.
Yeah, you talk a little bit more to your point, Dan, because you don't have enough nades for a full retake setup. You kind of talk about, let's try and go for an entry or do some mid-round aggression with the flashbangs we have. And always we kind of see that it's working out, right? Like, Carrigan was very aggressive early, he gets the entry, and then after that, it's just all, oh, he still keeps on pushing. I'm not, okay. 5-on-3 situation. Sure, we want map control, but you had 26 HP. Leaves it in a 4-on-3 now with, Heroic still having a lot of utility here. So I would still say this is still a pretty good spot. As I say that though, Heroic decides not to even flash clear any angles. So Rops is just getting 2 easy kills here.
He's changed his spot up now for what could be the final frag. Oh, he's shot the bag on the back, which is not part of the hitbox. But BMF will get the spray towards the end. Yeah, that led to a quick shot and a miss. A swing and a miss. Anyway, that's a topic for a different day. We've got a fast round from Heroic. They look for a third. BMF in no man's land. 2 of them only good for 1, but Acor, that was such a fast kill from him. KG hits the ceiling. Rops trying to do what he can. This is absolute anarchy. Frozen makes his way through CT spawn. He's got support as well from Acor.
Oh, but the bomb.
Sniper versus sniper. Acor switches out for the M4A4.
Acor being very smart here. Walking all the way around. So we'll see where Nico ends up doing. Obviously, with Nico, it's always going to be a gamble here, 50-50. You have no idea where Acor is anymore. Oh, man. It's such a nice play from Acor. Full AK buy here now. AWP on Cadian.
Carrigan, the aggression continues. He's been creeping through the smoke, using all the bullets. Got frozen for support as well. Carrigan goes down eventually. Running out of bullets as well will give Borup an invitation to get another kill and at least try and keep it close. 2 versus 3. Make it 2. Nichols dropped on the A bomb site. Flashes, swings from Bemis. We've got Storm trying to stay alive again. The backpack giving the position away, and then there's a swing from Borup, but Bemis is ready for it.
It's another half buy here. Just Eagle armor. Some nades on Cadian and Staven, but they're being wasted right now to take some mid control. And good positioning here again. And it comes down to, just because Mousesports haven't really felt threatened on the B bomb side at all, most cases Rob's done a really good job in defending that area, so putting a lot more emphasis on mid, and it's paid off for him. Heroic's gone twice in mid, I think, and Mousesports just been ready for it.
For Heroic, maybe the numbers bigger than they would otherwise seem. Again, hard save, flashbangs. Taken time for the time being. Spotted over the grill by Carrigan, but traded by Nico. 4 versus 2. Maybe there's a third round in this for Heroic just yet. Acor and Bemis remain.
I think this has not been many plans here on this side for Heroic. One of the few after plans that they're getting. 4-on-2 situation though. All the nades have been left now on Mousesports. Nothing left, so now it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Trying to do a little ninja diffuse through the smoke, but not going to happen. Oh, what? Okay.
Noble effort. A noble effort from Acor towards the end, but it will be 3 rounds for Heroic at half time. There's one flash in from the mid position, but Borup and Storm will deliver. But Bemis and Acor will turn things around. 3-on-3, made 2 as Bemis is dispatched of. Mousesports want to extend their lead, but Heroic have got to say about that. Landing some headshots with the Glock, but not being finished off just yet. Hold on a second. Rops versus Tesses. Glock versus the USP. I need more than 1 shot from that range, Rops, even if he lands a headshot. But now 79 HP for Tesses. Even that will change. Waiting for the drop. Spots the shadow. Knows where he is. But can he land that fatal connection? No. Much needed pistol goes the way of Heroic and Tesses. God, that must have been nervous for Heroic. Some kills at the bottom of the ramp. Of course, one of those was Eco, but definitely know their angles around these smoke grenades. So it's a warning sign for Mousesports in the round to come. Rops has made an entry onto the B-bomb site. Separated for now with utility. 55 seconds on the clock for Mousesports. And these chain flashes are very successful. Nico dropped and still unable to reply, but on a second attempt, down goes Frozen. 2 versus 3 in favor of Heroic. Trying to buy some time with flashes, but the bomb has been planted.
A lot of damage being done here as well. On Mousesports, 13 HP on Robs, 39 on Bemis. He's stuck on the bomb site. An added bonus at least, they got the bomb down, so like they fought for the site. But this is a very, very tough situation to be in if you're Robs. 1-on-3 now. Diffuse is on. He does spot the barrel. Oh my god, okay. For some reason there, I mean, in another reality, right, in another dimension, that could have been a triple kill. Wow, he gets away.
Yeah, he's falling back. He's able to do so safely, and he might actually get a pick off of this. It's unfortunate, but his teammates are able to capitalize. Cadian on the other angle, and Mousesports maybe regretting that mid push, struggling to gain ground, struggling to really do anything at this point.
I've never seen Cadian look better with the AWP than he does at the moment. No hesitation.
That's what I mean. I feel like the break, like for him last year, like he's been around the block for a long time, but I do think that this team, and especially Cadian, like had a breakout year last year. He's been very consistent. He's been like one of the best performers as well on that team. Like very smart player overall.
They need to stop losing the early fight for sure. But Nico is going to get one for free. Maybe simply better prepared Heroic. They've won every round in this half so far. Bear in mind, they started this half 3-12. And now they're at 10, and Mousesports are no better. And again, Mousesports are losing a lot of men early. They're going down to 4 versus 5 or worse in almost all of these rounds.
And that same tendency we saw with Heroic, losing a lot of members early on their T side.
Catches Borup on the rotation. Oh my god!
Ouch.
How dare you shoot me through the steel girder? But very successful from Heroic, playing with complete, supreme confidence. 40 seconds remain as Frozen making inroads on the A bomb site.
Smokes you ashore the cross for that plant. Very limited utility here for Heroic. They're going to have to hit some shots. Oh no! Nico finds 2 off that one burst. And that could be horrible here for Frozen and Bemis. Starting to lose ground, starting to lose options and time. And that Molotov only serving to make matters worse here for Bemis. That leaves him with no options, in fact. I don't think he's going to have any time to plant. He's going to try to force the issue. Fakes it. Forces out one. And he has, just enough time to get the plant in here. Bemis could still win this round. Oh, there's the peak. Straight away. Very confident, but Storm will have him.
You see Carrigan showing presence towards that A-bomb site. Again, there are support grenades from above the ladder which can be thrown. There's a 3-man lineup. Carrigan now with a cheeky play. Finds second, spots the third. Almost takes Nico down as well. Has he done his job? Is that enough this time? Maybe Bemis clears the rotation, but he can't take out Borup towards B. And the numbers are tied again.
Robs the creep through mid. Borup actually, does he have any idea about this? No, he does not. That's a huge kill. The pressure now on that defense on A is really enormous. You can see that will split the attention away. Cadian coming across. Worried about Robs, but they can't really worry too much about it. They'll ignore his position for now, understanding that the rotation's on that B site. And that's a great pickup. Cadian keeping the dream alive here for Heroic. Nico holding that flank from mid as well. Robs goes down, and these Orbs are really doing all the work. All the work they need to. Frozen still there, looking to give Mousesports a chance here. Another clutch situation. 10 seconds, really, it's just going to be forced to go for the plant. Is there an angle that Nico can find here in time? Not just yet, but eventually Nico finds it.
Not just in terms of score, but how these rounds are playing out. Carrigan now, and let's not forget his entries on the A-bomb site in the previous round. Has he spotted Nico here? He hasn't seen him at all, but he still gets a kill eventually. And of course, one of the AWPs to trade. No one else in position just yet. Really trying to create some space for his team, Carrigan. Dying first, he can now lead the remainder, but can they get any rounds in this half?
He should be traded here, but he knows. Nice shot from Acor though. 4-on-3. Aesthetic cast occur might be real here. It's an actual good position to be in here now if you're Mousesports. They have B control here at the same time. There's still a possibility, but these positions from Mousesports, I mean, very, very difficult spot to be in here now if you're Heroic to retake this. What?
Oh, on the back. Perfect timing. he thought Caden was cheating. He was lining up a grenade. Well, 1 versus 2 now. Surely this is the round. Surely, if there's to be just a 1 round, it has to be this one for Mousesports. 2 rounds behind now. Cadian trying to isolate a fire, but Acor's in trade frag position. It's in pre-fire from Cadian. Bait's not taken just yet. Bemis facing the wrong way now, going around the corner. Finally, Mousesports get their opening round in the second half, and it's almost over.
Exchange once again on a ramp. Carrigan once again loves to be the guy that goes in first. Loves to get the action started, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Taking down Cadian, creates a lot of space all the way on the site. Doesn't care about Tessus, leaves him in his wake. Sitting there at the top of the A ramp, still causing problems as Tessus, but Carrigan can swing round to deal with him, surely. And that's exactly what will happen. Nice shot from Storm, but so much to do here. Has to get the ace clutch to win the rounds. That's what he needs to do.
I mean, it really comes back to, I mean, this is insane. I mean, this round, that absolutely Carrigan, but even last round, I'd argue, you know, him taking control here and going a little bit more aggressive. Sure, Acor does go down, but as we know on the map, just now that the fact that they know where Stalvin is. Bomb goes down on the B bomb site.
Yeah, it's not great for Mousesports either, but they could really do with taking the Sorp away. So many places he could be there. There we go. And they could pick up that AWP as well for Acor because, again, Mousesports are also a little bit brocus pocus, but that's not too shabby a start, but they definitely don't want to lose 2 weapons here. One must be careful. Here come the steps. There's the flash, Frozen with the continuation spray. Can't see much of anything. Acor's got to get out of there, join the team, keep the weapons away from the opponent. Just the one now in Cadian with the USP. They're about to concede match points.
This game going, keep their chances going in this series. Of course, if you are just joining us, Mousesports, they had a great game of train when they got to the CT side, of course, but
yeah, he's doing it quietly on this occasion. Step has been made though. Nico, oh god, he's still going to get deleted. Karrigan creating space, trying to pull rotation over. Some HEs towards the side as well. That's a meaty one for Tesses. 3.5 men remaining for Heroic, and it's just Karrigan they have information on.
I can't believe he's allowed to do that again, even on timing as well. And Karrigan, he's gonna get his 3rd! Oh my god! That's a flash from Cadian. Want to do a mid-round take there, losing the entry, needs to take the A-Ram back, throws the flashbang, but Karrigan's great position. Sure, it's a team effort, maybe, but I mean, honestly, Karrigan wins this map in favor of Mousesports. The last 3 rounds that they need, all in the hands of Karrigan.
That's absolutely fantastic from Mousesports and Karrigan. He's pretty happy with himself, and how could he not be? Exceptional plays from Karrigan on the A bomb site. Talk about entries.